presenter is Krzysztof Wessel from the Poznan University of Economics and Business. Hi, Krzysztof.
Hi, hello.
Okay, so you have the presenter role and you're good to go.
Sure, I'm just looking for the, okay, so I hope you can see my presentation. Just as requested, a short overview of the data landscape in Poland. So basically there are some interesting initiatives. There's a lot of open data, especially in some specific areas which are, in our opinion, they are crucial as the backbone of the linked data. So first of all, we have the bibliographical data, which is maintained by Polish National Library. They even had the dedicated project to the linked data, which is called Omnis Linked Data. They have tried to at least translate some of the internal descriptions of the works, but also the descriptors like information about people, organizations, places, and so on. But as far as I know, there was some conversion inside, but I couldn't now find an actual result of the project, so maybe it's something that is still in work. There's also some work dedicated to geographical data, especially towards standardization of administrative division. Geographical data were often used in many cases. Also in these parallel sessions, one of the employees from it's a special office dedicated to the cadastro in Poland. So one of the person was also involved in this KGiA presentation. The most interesting and the biggest actually data source is the one provided by National Statistical Office. They have, it's an application of the portal Local Data Bank. It's actually Poland's largest database of the economy, society, and the environment data. So they collected over for 25 years. They offer more than 40,000 statistical features. They are grouped thematically. So first we need to go live in the yearbook. We have to go to some categories and subcategories, then identify the proper measure of feature that we want to collect. So basically the system is targeted at human users because it's available in tables as HTML. Recently they have also opened this API, and API is quite nice. These are on the next slide the examples of this API. It's quite straightforward. It's like REST. So what you want to get is just a get and then compose the special address. The problem is actually the limit on the number of requests. So it's not possible to collect the whole dump. If you want to get data, we need to do it in batches. And also there is a very restrictive license on the reuse of the data. So they basically don't allow to take all the data, convert to linked data and publish, for example. I know that there is some work about linked data also by this institution, but unfortunately, I think they work for over 8 years or so. But still there are no results, so they're somehow reluctant to just using this technology. And below, as you can see, there are different APIs. The first one is for the companies, so basically Oregon is the statistical collection about the companies, especially for the natural persons. Third is for geographical data, and APIs. BDL is for different, well, let's say economy-related data. Okay, so now what about domain-specific work of our chapter? So basically we specialize in reference and citation. This is somehow related also to our background in information retrieval and filtering, so we can make use of our competences in natural language processing. Basically, references are very important, especially in Wikipedia, because they can show the reliability of data, of information. They're also very often used in Wikipedia. In the last year, we also worked on extraction of references from Wikipedia Infoboxes. Based on the sources referenced by Wikipedia, we could also go to the source and then analyze the metadata. Very huge potential we see in some standardized let's say identifiers like DOI, ISBN, PubMed, and so on, because if we have, for example, the journal, we can exactly know what is the impact factor of the journal, how the journal is popular. We have used different sources like, for example, Microsoft Knowledge Graph. and also some open citations, and at least several databases that we try to get rid. And also it could be possible to cooperate, for example, with the Polish National Library to get access to the work that they maintain in their own data sources. And from our point of view, the main challenge is actually the quality of data. And this is what we focus on. So references are a kind of a tool to actually assess the quality of data and also improve, or at least suggest some of the improvements. There are several portals that we have worked on and that we provided based on our work related to Wikipedia. The first one, some of you may already know it, is wikirank.net. It's a portal dedicated to ranking the quality and popularity of Wikipedia articles. So popularity is based on the logs provided by Wikipedia, and the quality is actually it's based on our own work. So we provide some of the measures and then apply the measures to already 55 languages, and those languages are presented here. You can search for the article and then check what is the quality of the article in relation to other articles in the same Wikipedia, but also the interlinked articles concerning the same subject in other languages. There are also some of the nice rankings by subjects, for example, cryptocurrencies, cities, business, automobiles, and so on. Another portal which was created in the relation with the extraction of reference from Infoboxes, in the Infoboxes.net. It compares quality of Infoboxes in multilingual Wikipedia. And here, as our foundation, we take the quality of articles. So an assumption is that the article of high quality has also high quality info box, and that's why we can do the comparison. For example, one city as like Szczecin, so we can compare articles about Szczecin in different languages and then decide, for example, what is the population or some other attributes of the city based on the verification in other language sources. So verification in many sources is one of our approaches to verify also the quality. And also the recent addition to our toolkit is the BestRefNet. So BestRefNet is basically about the references. So we not only extract references from Wikipedia, but also do a kind of analysis how often they are used, how often they are cited. So we have elaborated several models for the assessment of the quality of the references based on the frequency of usage, also the community page views. Page views refers to the popularity of the articles, and also authors, because we found that the number of authors that take part in the edition of the article also has impact on the overall quality. At the bottom you can see the publication in which we describe it in detail. So here in the table you could see the overall ranking of the websites which are cited in Wikipedia with according scores. Of course, we have also provided some additional rankings by countries, for example. As we can see, at least looking at the tables, we can identify the countries. So these are the most popular websites used in Wikipedia, or cited in Wikipedia, from Poland, Germany, Netherlands, and also France. We have also used the DOI numbers to identify and rank journal scientific publications. And also it's possible to, if we have DOI number, we can check also the quality or some information about the specific publication. So especially those publications which are very popular also have some of the ranks provided here. And that's actually also, as a takeaway, our main focus is actually the quality of data and information. We work or have experience also with references and citations. And basically what we provide is a kind of showing our work in Wikipedia-based statistics. Last year we have also prepared a report for the Ministry of Economy. It was about the name it and Nowy Surowiec, which is like new oil. In the report we have done the overview of the data of the landscape concerning also the Polish open data. So thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you, Krzysztof. Since we are really running out of time, any questions? Maybe one quick question, if there is any. There are no questions, but you can at any time reach Christoph on Slack.
Okay.
He's active there. So yeah, thanks again, Christoph.